At least 37 people have been killed and hundreds injured after a powerful earthquake rocked Indonesia's island of Sulawesi. Dozens of aftershocks have followed in quick succession, with authorities warning that further quakes could trigger a tsunami.
Siapa itu di sebelah tak?
Catering.
Masih bernapas sih?
Masih ada suaranya, tapi susah.
Rescuers are racing against time to find survivors trapped under the rubble after a powerful earthquake jolted the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. That is the same place hit by a quake and tsunami in 2018, killing over 2,000 people. The 6.2 magnitude quake struck near the city of Majene at a depth of 10 kilometers. It was felt strongly for about 7 seconds, just past 1 a.m. Thousands have fled their homes in darkness shortly after the quake. But many are reportedly trapped under collapsed buildings. The strong tremors had flattened a hospital, a governor's office, and damaged hundreds of homes. The quake also triggered 3 landslides, wrecking road links to regional hubs and knocking out power. A massive search and rescue operation is underway, with the Air Force deploying several aircraft to assist efforts. The president has also offered his condolences to quake victims, but called for calm in the affected areas.
Saya juga minta kepada masyarakat untuk tetap tenang dan mengikuti petunjuk-petunjuk yang disampaikan oleh petugas di lapangan.
But the worst may not be over. Authorities have warned that more aftershocks could follow, and they may be strong enough to trigger a tsunami.
Karena kondisi batuan sudah diguncang 2 kali, bahkan 28 kali, sudah rapuh, dan pusat gempa ada di pantai. Nah, memungkinkan untuk terjadinya longsor ke dalam laut atau longsor bawah laut, sehingga masih atau dapat pula berpotensi terjadi tsunami apabila ada gempa susulan berikutnya dengan pusat gempa masih di pantai atau bahkan di pinggir laut.
About 15,000 people have been evacuated to temporary shelters, but concerns are growing as the COVID-19 pandemic could complicate the situation. This could be one of the biggest tests for the Indonesian government as it deals with the aftermath of the earthquake and an ongoing coronavirus vaccine rollout. Saiful Bahri Ismail joins us live from Jakarta. Saiful, update us on the massive search and rescue effort underway.
Well, Jill, rescuers will be working throughout the night in the hope of finding survivors. Earlier today, rescuers managed to pull out a few survivors from the rubble. Authorities said most of the casualties are from Mamuju district. One of the reasons why most of the casualties are from Mamuju is because Mamuju has a much bigger population, and it is a more built-up area. Majene and Mamuju are coastal districts located near the Makassar Straits. Now, the earthquake happened in the early hours of the morning when many residents were sleeping. This could be the reason for the high casualty number. As of 4 p.m. local time, authorities said that power in Majene and Mamuju regencies have not been restored. This means residents who do not have the luxury of owning a generator set will have to spend the night in the dark. The Transport Ministry said flights to West Sulawesi province are still operational. 2 airports were affected by the earthquake, the airport in Mamuju and Mamasa. However, they suffered only minor damage. For example, the control tower in Mamuju airport suffered cracks. The 2 airports are still operational and in serviceable conditions. Now, this is good news because it will be easier for authorities to send immediate relief quickly by plane to Mamuju.
Are authorities still on alert for a possible tsunami, and how are they preparing for that?
That's right, Jill. Indonesia's Geophysics Agency, or BMKG, recorded at least 28 aftershocks after the 6.2 magnitude earthquake. The agency said more strong aftershocks may still occur, and because of this, the agency is not ruling out the possibility of a tsunami. Authorities have urged the public, especially those living near the coastline, to evacuate to higher ground in the event of another earthquake. Authorities urge the public not to wait for the tsunami warning because the giant waves can come crashing down the coastal town very fast. Authorities have also warned residents to stay away from buildings which may have the potential of collapsing. Now, this is not the first time that a natural disaster has hit Majene. On 23rd February 1969, a stronger 6.9 magnitude quake hit Majene. The quake triggered a tsunami which crashed onto the coastal district, killing 600 people. 64 other people were killed when they were trapped in collapsed buildings as a result of the earthquake.
And all this being complicated by COVID-19, are precautionary measures being taken in the temporary shelters, for example?
For sure, Jill. Despite the disaster, authorities are also concerned about the ongoing health crisis in Indonesia. The country is still battling the COVID-19 pandemic, and authorities have taken steps to ensure that the evacuation centers are not too overcrowded to prevent the transmission of the virus. Authorities have also sent isolation tents for people who are sick. Evacuees are also given face masks. Now, in addition, evacuees are given ready-cooked food packets and blankets to help them rest through the night. Local authorities have set up 10 evacuation points in Majena and 5 evacuation points in Mamuju for residents whose homes were damaged from the earthquake. Some residents whose homes are not damaged have also evacuated themselves, and because they did not want to stay at home because they are too afraid of the aftershocks. Now, the earthquake in West Sulawesi today is not the only disaster facing Indonesia right now. There are 2 other catastrophes within the past week which have claimed many lives. In Sumedang, West Java, a landslide has killed at least 24 people. And on Saturday, a Sriwijaya flight SJ182 crashed into the Java Sea, killing all 62 passengers and crew on board.